1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Week 7 of the Code Dota Weekly, sponsored by Dirt Nap Gaming and CodeBoxMedia. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is going to be a best of 3. We only had 4 teams sign up this week, and that is mainly due to the finals that are happening pretty much all over the world in U.S. schools, and I think a couple European schools, if I'm not mistaken. And hello, no new UI. This is actually the first time I've actually played with this because last weekend, or this past weekend, as many of you know, Guild Wars 2 beta event weekend number 1 happened, and I pretty much got no sleep during that weekend. It was awesome. Probably one of the best MMOs I've ever played since Vanilla WoW. Very, very good experience on that. But enough about that. Let's go into Dota. We have Team eXe versus Team Rampaging for a Kill, or Team RK, as they like to be called. These two teams have a lot of history in this tournament. There's just a lot of kind of rivalry going on. And wow, we see Brewmaster instantly banned for Team eXe and Invoker, and Windrunner, more of the typical bans for Team RK there. But joining me, as always, guys, in the studio is Tony and Shiny. Shiny is our cameraman and sometimes gives us useful advice when we mess up. And Tony, how's it going, buddy?
It's going pretty good, Baz. How's it going? How's it going with you?
Not too bad. As I said, I got a full night of sleep last night, which was really nice. Yeah, I'm very excited for this week. It's going to be a shorter tournament, but these two teams usually gives us a pretty good run for the show there. I really enjoy watching these two teams play.
Yeah, a little bit of, as you were saying, a little bit of a rivalry between these two teams. You know, a little bit of friendly trash talk every now and again between the two of them, but every time they play against each other, it's always good to see that they have friendly rivalry, and you know, they always play great against each other. It's never been a game where it's just severely one-sided, so that's always good to see. It's good for the competitive play of each team. As we see Team Rampage for a Kill go ahead and ban out Tidehunter right now, and eXe answers right away with the Nature's Prophet ban. Pre-standard bans, and surprisingly they take out that Brewmaster first. They must not want to deal with that at all.
Well, you know, I've been watching a lot of the pro tournament games over the past week, and gosh, Brewmaster is so powerful. There have been so many games where he really punishes a lot of the greedy people that just kind of try and tower dive them. You know, they're like 2 towers in. They're expecting their whole team to get there, and then all of a sudden he ults and they're dead because he does have that low health, but once he splits into his
Primal
Spirit form, he gets 3 heroes that are all at full HP. One of those heroes has 3k health, which is ridiculous.
And also that tornado, that like 6-7 tornado that you just feel like you're never going to come down from, that you get put up in the air. That has to be annoying for anybody.
Yeah.
A pretty good ban.
He also has a stun as well, so I mean, it was good for eXe to just ban him out. I mean, both teams actually taken a pretty long while on their first pick here. Shadow Demon is going to be the first pick here by Team Rampage. So actually, we also do see Queen of Pain being instantly picked up there, and Venomancer. So pretty good counter to Shadow Demon there. Queen of Pain shut down Shadow Demon pretty well.
Sorry to interrupt, but also you see the new Shadow Demon model as well, as you see in the portrait, which, might I say, looks very evil. It looks a bit like, what's that character from? It's a Marvel character. I'm not sure. You know, he rides the motorcycle, flaming head.
Ghost Rider?
Yes, Ghost Rider. There you go. It looks a little bit like Ghost Rider. But,
you know, the only thing that I don't like about some of the newer models, I think this is just like an oops on their part. I think they're getting ready to roll out some even better looking avatars for these. But
yes.
I know with Tinker and Shadow Demon, and there's another one I can't place the top off my head where the avatars look a little pixelated, and I think that's just due to they're probably getting ready to roll out even better looking ones. Because you know, if we take a look at like say Mirana's or Venomancer's avatar, those are like completely done. Those are all really nice. Shadow Demon's is a little fuzzy, but you know, we are seeing Chen and Mirana being picked here for Team Rampage, which you know is going to really counter that Queen of Pain really well. And really going to be give them some pushing power as well. Venomancer's a really strong pusher as well as Chen.
As an Enigma comes out for eXe now, so they go ahead with Enigma. And I just want to say, have we seen Team Rampage for a Kill pick up Chen? I haven't seen that. And I'm trying to think of all the past
couple, probably like week 2 or 3, I think we did. But Chen is a hero we don't often see in this tournament. He's usually banned right away. which
Well, now,
is
yeah, he usually is banned, but now that heroes like Panda are getting ported in from
yeah.
Dota 1 to Dota 2, Panda has to be a ban, so you have to kind of let Chen or the Tide or the
Well,
Furion slip through.
you know, he doesn't always necessarily have to be a ban. I have watched a couple games where he's easily countered. Where if you stun him enough, he's pretty much dead. There won't be a lot of things he can do. I mean, he is a good opener. He is a good initiator. But once those primal spirits, you know, completely go off cooldown, he has to go back to his normal self. And he's not as effective, but he still is pretty tanky. You know, another thing I kind of want to go over a little bit is just the last two bans by either team. We saw eXe pick up Enigma, and then we saw Rampage actually ban Sand King instead of another hero that might be a good composition for the Radiant team. They did ban Darkseer after Vengeful and Storm Spirit were banned by eXe, and the reason Vengeful was banned is because they did not want Rampage to pick it up and get a good counter to Enigma. But they did pick up Broodmother, which is a very, very good pusher as well. So they'll be able to counter Veno and Enigma's pushing style pretty effectively. We have that Mirana arrow there to shut down Enigma as well if need be.
Yeah, also they Team Rampage for a Kill goes ahead and bans out two of Brood's natural counters and Sand King and Darkseer. So good pick from Zetris, as he knows that he has to get rid of Sand King and Darkseer so the Broodmother can be effective. So pretty good strat. Now as we see Team eXe going to take their time now on what they want to pick up here.
Yeah, you know, one thing I also want to point out is at least in the pro scene, I've been seeing a lot of teams go for the anti-mage and just kind of let him go through because I think teams are starting to kind of really figure out how to counter anti-mage. I mean, if you shut down his farm, shut down his lane, he's pretty much useless until the 40-minute mark, until he actually, you know, teams are more focused on the actual team fights and they just kind of let anti-mage farm and he gets in there whenever he can. So with anti-mage actually still in the pool, just kind of keep that in mind that he's always there. He can be effective, but he's able to be shut down a little bit more effectively as well. Earthshaker now being picked up for the Radiant, which is a wonderful hero for the team composition. Earthshaker, of course, is able to kind of really split team fights in half, quite literally. With his Echo Slam as well, I mean, that's just going to make Black Hole that much more effective, along with Queen of Pain's Scream and Venomancer's ult is just going to be ridiculous. The last two heroes we see are Night Stalker and Ricky Maru. Actually, both pretty good counters to each other, actually. It's kind of funny that both teams will pick their hard carry pretty much at the last pick of the game. You usually see that with either the third pick or the fourth pick, generally. One can argue that Broodmother and Mirana are hard carries, but Broodmother is a good carry, but she's more of a good pusher. And Mirana is just kind of a all-out whatever role. She's more effective in the late game than she is the early game compared to Stalker.
I agree with that. And also, Earthshaker is a decent counter to Broodmother as well, but he's not as effective as Darkseer or Sand King, so because we see all five eXe now gonna just go out to as we see, shout out to Trinidad. I know a couple of Trinidad gamers.
For the Radiant, we do have Team eXe, and we're gonna run down the list here just momentarily. But Shiny, how has your Dota week been? Good, good, excellent. Okay. He says good. I think he's actually munching on stuff. But for Team eXe, we do have Crispo playing Earthshaker. We have CM has Nice Boobs playing Queen of Pain. Ricky Maru is being played by Relic. Ramney is being played by Venomancer, and Stonic is being played by Void. And we are seeing a very, very huge, just kind of very really ridiculously engagement there. That was really ballsy. They really kind of wanted the first blood really quick, and that did not happen. Of course, you know, if we actually take a look, Shiny, if you can take a look at Shadow Demon's new model, kind of zoom in there. He actually has a little cloak on now that kind of covers out some of his horns. I actually like his new model a lot. But Tony, why don't you run down the lineup for the Dire?
Yes, sure. I'll take the hard pronunciations. As we see,
you're welcome.
We see, on Team Rampage for Code, we have Zetris playing the the Chen. We have Ham Trigger playing the Shadow Demon. We have Batsuse playing the Night Stalker, which I'm pretty sure I messed that name up, but hey. And we have Batsui playing the Shadow Demon. We have Nitrana on the Marana, fairly enough, and we have Sexine playing Broodmother in the bot solo lane. They're pinging around bots, so they know that they put the tri-lane bot and they just put a ward up to basically counter the Broodmother. They don't want Broodmother to get no farm, get no chance to push. That's why they have the tri-lane bottom. They're basically Broodmother can't really do anything in this lane right now. Venno, like we've said over the past weeks, is probably one of the most powerful heroes at level 1. So you can honestly just scale him and push him back. He's not going to be able to get any
Marana getting a kill here. This is going to be first blood at mid here. Queen of Pain just... Oh, there goes the leap. Marana might be able to actually take this down, and no, she actually is going to live with about 40 HP. She's being forced to use that bottle. Queen of Pain really kind of overstepping her bounds there in mid. Marana did have that arrow. She did level up in time. She was able to stun Queen of Pain, but not going to get first blood there. Very, very close. Queen of Pain a little bit overextending herself as well. Broodmother really being shut down in mid, though, with that ward. She's not going to be as effective as she was hoping for. Enigma doing a pretty good job at top, really kind of denying a lot of Night Stalker's farm with his minions. I mean, that's a lot of minions for Enigma. He does also have his level 1 stun as well, but Queen of Pain just missing that arrow. This is going to be close here. First blood does go to Queen of Pain.
Yeah, you can tell that Marana really wanted to hit that arrow. Yeah, she really wanted to hit that arrow, but Queen of Pain, Tim has nice boobs on the Queen of Pain, being very aggressive as she sees that she can pick up that illusion room, but she decides not to. She decides to wait for a bottle, as her bottle should be on the way now after first blood, and yes it is, but Neutrona barely missing that arrow. He knew that if he hit that arrow, he got killed, but he tried the arrow, he missed, and then he paid for it.
Marana's going for that kill again. She wants it. She knows Queen of Pain's here. Oh, this arrow is going to be perfect. No, almost. Queen of Pain does dodge it and does see it in time. So Marana going to have to back off now. Unfortunately, she did get a victim to first blood. And all really just because that arrow missed. I mean, that was probably about 2 or 3 pixels off from hitting Queen of Pain. Broodmother just getting completely shut down at bottom here, unfortunately. Ricky Maru doing a pretty good job at just kind of harassing, really trying to find where she's at and trying to just wait to see when she pops out like you saw there. He did pop out. He is just trying to really stop her farm, which is really good. Bottom also does have to be careful that if they push too much, she's going to be able to farm up a little bit more effectively than she would where the ward is, just because she has the defense of the tower. She's able to take down the rest of the creeps with her spiderlings.
For the first time in this whole 7-week tournament, I would have to not agree with Team Rampage for a Kills lane choice. I would rather have put Night Stalker mid against Queen of Pain instead, and put Marana on the solo top, because I put Marana in the dual lane, well, basically dual lane with a forest top, because Night Stalker just does so well against Queen of Pain, and you can see as Nitron is having a real hard time against Queen of Pain right now. But that's
small engagement at top here. Enigma going down to Dark Night Stalker, trying to pick off Shadow Demon with all of his minions. Shadow Demon was forced to pop off his bottle, unfortunately, so that will cost him an extra 100 gold if he's going to rebottle himself. So the trade-off was a bad trade-off gold-wise, but he was able to live, and he was able to give Night Stalker that farm, which definitely is needed. Taking a look at the gold graph right here, the Radiant was really, really ahead about 2 minutes in for that first blood kill, but then the kill with Night Stalker trading off kind of brings it back down to about a 400 gold lead for the Dire. So we kind of did the mountain effect there. And we are seeing a smoke gank from Team Rampage. Going to go on possibly try and go on Enigma and then take down the tower. Enigma does stun Night Stalker. Chen does get that net up there, and wow, that's going to be the death of Enigma, unfortunately. Void plus the Shadow Demon poison just is too much for Enigma to really handle.
Yeah,
wow,
as you see the power. Yes, as you see the power of Chen here, as he picks up the Troll Warwarp. Basically, one of my favorite creeps to pick up when I play Chen, because he has the net, that's the disable, and he has the summon Skulls. You see Ham Trigger going to go down to the tower here as he just takes up.
Oh, why did he teleport in? I feel that was a horrible choice. He's going to get pinned down so quickly. He does have the earn debuff on him, and another kill goes to Team Rampage. Not this. Oh, there's a nice stun by Earthshaker, though. Oh, can that ward finish him off? He's at 14. No, he's not. He does live with 8 HP, and then he is going to use his bottle potion there to actually regain some health. So another really close call there by Team Rampage. Kind of a miscalculation by the Team eXe, unfortunately.
Yeah, questionable TP by Venomancer. And as you see, Venomancer and ES both had TP top, and now look at Broodmother. He's getting some farm. He's getting some easy farm up now. He's knowing.
Yeah.
I mean, just take a look at this new UI. I love this new UI.
Yeah, I mean the UI is really nice. It shows attack, armor, and movement speed of each of the heroes you click on, which is really nice, especially for the new players out there who might be watching this. It really kind of helps you learn where all of your hero's abilities are and skills are, and just kind of gives you a more accurate description of what your hero does. There is that glyph of fortification, which is really big, and the courier thing as well. That's also really nice. But we do see Venomancer and Queen of Pain trying to bait a possible team member from Rampage here. Queen of Pain does pop the Rampage, or the Rampage, does pop the illusion. Mirana, looking at her creep kills right now, she is 12 and 4, and Queen of Pain is 24 and 5. So unfortunately, you know, Queen of Pain's been able to shut her down pretty effectively, a little bit more than I thought she would be able to, because Mirana does have that Starfall, or the Star Storm, excuse me. And you know, it's really kind of interesting to see how well that she's getting her farm shut down. Queen of Pain's doing a really good job. We are seeing a small engagement here at the top river by Enigma and Shadow Demon. Shadow Gaming, oh, nice Gale there by Venomancer, but unfortunately it just barely misses Shadow Demon. That would have been Shadow Demon's downfall, unfortunately, if that Gale hit. So, very lucky there by Shadow Demon.
Yeah, as we see them just circling around mid, they really want to kill this Queen of Pain. I mean, this Mirana. They really want to focus her down and be able to kill her. We see ES and Venomancer, and even Enigma here now in the middle lane, which is now questionable from Enigma as well, as now the Night Stalker gets complete free farm top as he picks up his phase boots and urn. Great farm coming out from that Night Stalker now. He has
Rampage is going to have to be careful, though. See, that's what's going to happen, though, is Shadow Demon's going to be able to come in, Night Stalker finishes off the Venomancer, and this Earthshaker might be going down. It is nighttime, so Night Stalker's spells do a lot of damage, do a lot of slows, and the silence lasts forever. Queen of Pain trying to, oh no, Night Stalker getting completely caught out of position there. One sun's going to hit, two suns going to hit, and Night Stalker does use those phase boosts to get away. He does have an urn charge to keep himself healed and topped off, though. So a 2-for-1 kill there for Team Rampage. Mirana still losing farm just a little bit, though. But the arrow does go on, hits Queen of Pain. Here comes the Starfall. She doesn't have enough mana for it. Is she going to be able to do anything? No, that stun does hit Mirana once and twice now. Queen of Pain very low. Unfortunately, I think she was expecting backup from her team, and Shadow Demon was nowhere to be found. So unfortunately, that was not a kill there for the Rampage.
Yes, we see Enigma finally picks up his soul ring. Kind of a slow farm for Enigma, as he couldn't really do anything against that well, basically that tri-lane top, as he really couldn't do anything. As now he realizes he has to go to the jungle as the top tower did go down. I'm sorry.
Earthshaker getting caught in position at bottom for Queen of Pain, or for Queen of Pain, why do I keep saying that? Broodmother here. And you know, there's no more wards here for the TMAXE, so they're really able to not... Ooh, nice stun there by Earthshaker, though, kind of realizing that Broodmother is here somewhere. They need wards to be really effective. There's that dust, as she does not get dusted. Night Stalker going on Ricky Maru. Ricky Maru is at level 6. He will be able to stealth again. He might be able to pull it off. He does bring down that cloud to silence. Broodmother limping away, surviving with just a couple HP, but Night Stalker able to completely decimate Earthshaker there, unfortunately. Broodmother getting away with the backup of the rest of her team there. So Rampage really doing a good job at countering the wards from Venomancer and Enigma's minions. They're doing a very good job at pushing this bottom lane here.
Yeah, as we see Buzzoy playing a great Night Stalker and it's barely in the first night, and he already has 4 kills. So that's what you want to do with Night Stalker. So he's playing a very great Night Stalker. I just want to say, hey, shout out to him for playing a great Night Stalker. As now we see Broodmother going to do some more damage as she skips the creep lane, and now she's getting some complete free farm. She's had a complete free farm ever since that Veno TP top and that Earthshaker TP top is now she sits at 33 CS. So good. You know, that's good for Broodmother.
Oh, we are seeing a small engagement here. Maybe. Nope. The pings were just kind of going off to say, hey, get away. There's people coming. One thing I do want to mention, Shiny, if you want to just kind of hold still for just a second here, the courier actual icon will tell you which hero the courier is actually going to. So if you glance at that every once in a while, it'll show you which hero the courier is going to. So that'll really help you just kind of learn not to take it from your teammates when you're actually doing it. Enigma does know that this is going to be close here. Oh, Enigma just barely getting out of there. Night Stalker was just about in silence range. And if that would have happened, that would have been the death for Enigma. Enigma does have Black Hole, though, so keep that in mind. If he gets a good Black Hole in, and Earthshaker gets a good Echo Slam, Venomancer can get his ult off. Earthshaker is only at level 4, though, unfortunately, buying those wards, really being that support hero, which is desperately needed to shut down Broodmother. Ricky Mara going in to try and see if he can take out Broodmother, do some harassing here. He does see Broodmother, she is out of stealth, but that web is just so effective there. Mid being pushed heavily, too, by Mirana and Shadow Demon. This is going to be a little bit more difficult, I think, for Rampage to really control the middle, though, because we do have Enigma and Venomancer wards as well.
As Chen has his headdress right, so he's 1/3 close to mech, so he's trying to work for that mech as fast as he can. As he begins to build his army of, he has a Dark Troll and an Orgy Mauler, so he's building up his army as fast as he can. And now Night Stalker maybe going to run around the back and see if he can pick up a kill, but he decided maybe he just couldn't do that. It's not going to get spotted. He gets spotted by the ward up here as well, so the Radiant team eXe knows he's up there.
You know, I feel even if he gets spotted, he's still going to be very effective. He'll be able to shut down a lot of the heroes. He does have a lot of just really good kind of silence and control abilities. So, you know, but he does have to be careful because Queen of Pain does have that Blink Enigma, does have that Stun Black Hole, and Earthshaker does have the Fissure. So if he's not careful, yeah, the team is actually going to try and go for him. They know that Chen's here. Warlord is only on a couple hundreds of HP, and we are seeing the Warrior there as well. He does have that Thunderclap ability. Queen of Pain going in, using her Scream. Silencing goes on her, though. But Chen using the Hand of God there to try and keep himself alive. Not going to happen. Night Stalker really getting stunned and really getting screwed there. You know, I feel that if they really wanted to kill, they should have popped the Black Hole and just completely annihilated the Night Stalker. But eXe, actually, no, they did pop the Black Hole. You know, I think what happened, actually, Shiny, if you can confirm this, I'm not sure if you were paying attention or not, but I think Void actually did silence the Enigma while the Black Hole was going on. And there goes the... Oh, wow! Enigma completely escaping Night Stalker. No way! What a wonderful play by Enigma, getting completely stunned and actually kind of befuddled there. Oh! Wonderful kill there by Earthshaker. That Fissure completely sealing up the deal there for Earthshaker. Enigma actually being blocked off by the Fissure, unfortunately. So, not the best Fissure in the world after it was gone down, but he was able to pick up the kill there on Night Stalker. And that's actually quite funny. Enigma chased... Okay. His Black Hole missed, according to our cameraman, so thank you for catching that, Shiny. I did not see that. It looked like his Malice went down, but... or not Malice, excuse me, Midnight Pulse, but he does not have any levels in that. So, unfortunately, I think they need to change the animation for those two, because they look the same. For me, at least. Yeah,
I seem to agree. As Broodmother now is just going to continue putting pressure on bot, as now they're going to get some TBs down and look to kill him.
Yeah, and they really need to shut down Broodmother horribly. I mean, her farm is just ridiculous. I mean, she does have the Chen backup. She does have the Night Stalker backup. He does have his ult, 20 seconds till. Queen of Pain's not careful. She's going to be caught just a little bit out of position in the forest. We are seeing have backup, though, with all 5 heroes. Ricky Mara trying to get in more of that farm there as well. But we are seeing Mirana kind of catching up on farm just a tad now that she is being uncontested. Her creep kills, as it stands now, are 44. Queen of Pain stands at 54, so she's just about 10 behind. She is going to get out of there, and she is going to pick up that haste rune, them trying to actually get a Mirana kill there as well. But Broodmother... where is Broodmother? There you are. Broodmother really doing a lot of good job at just kind of farming. Ricky Mara really scouting, trying to make sure that his team knows where he is. Here comes Queen of Pain. She's going... I'm not sure what she's doing. This is a suicide for her. There goes that silence on Queen of Pain, unfortunately. There goes the dust, too, to completely try and see where Ricky Mara is. She's going to escape, but the poison is on Shadow Demon. Venomancer ult. Nice Venomancer ult, hitting almost every hero in the mix, though. Enigma does not have his Black ult. Black Hole, unfortunately, no arrow from Marana yet. Enigma being focused down by Nightstalker. Nightstalker getting just a ton of damage there on the entire team. Marana does pick up that kill. Nightstalker is not going to be able to be spotted, and he's going to get away.
Yeah, I don't even think that Team Rampage for a Kill even knew that Enigma's Black Hole was down if they didn't catch it up top, so that's probably why they played a little passive in that fight. And then when they realized that Enigma wasn't Black Hole, and that's when they turned the tide on him. He was even silenced by Nightstalker, so it really wouldn't matter. But now it looks like they're going to push spot and claim this Carrier 2 tower.
Yeah, Ricky's still in the mix, though. Keep that in mind. Is there a dust on any of these heroes? I don't think so. Gold Graph is in heavily favor of the Dire. Queen of Pain blinking in, taking out Chen. Unfortunately, Chen is being very abusive, unfortunately. They do not like Chen. Queen of Pain blinking in. Oh, taking out Nightstalker with the double kill. They overstayed their welcome way too much, unfortunately. Queen of Pain, again, blinking in, trying to take out the Courier. Can it survive? Oh, micro the Courier. The Courier does survive. Queen of Pain, does she have enough mana for blink, though? She's going to blink in. He is using his staff as well as the Boots of Regeneration to get away. Does using that Dispersal. Marana trying to get an arrow there. Unfortunately, does Shadow Demon might actually live here? No, he does not.
Now Marana is going down.
But she does have that leap, so she'll be able to get away. Man, that Courier scared me. Whew. That was scary.
Countdown best, but good micro from the Dire Team RJK to make sure that they didn't lose too much. If they lost Shadow Demon and the Courier and lost that little engagement bomb, I think it would have been in great favor of the rating, but they saved the Courier and still lose maybe 1 or 2 guys, so it wasn't really that bad. It could have been worse. As you see now, Broodmother deciding to skip BKB and go for Orchid. What do you think about this choice, Baz?
Actually, the Orchid's probably one of my favorite items because the stats are just ridiculous. I mean, she already has enough money to buy it. She just bought the recipe. It's going to her right now. So I mean, it's no, I'm sorry, that was a TP scroll. I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to the new icons. I'm not liking some of the new icons. The Orchid looks Orchid looks weird. Looks kind of like a sapling that's out of a tree that's red. I don't know. But you know, the Orchid's really a nice choice because it'll give her a lot of attack speed, a lot of damage, a lot of mana regeneration, and a ton of actual intellect. And she also gets that soul burn ability.
Yeah, and she also can do this.
Broodmother opening up on ooh, this is going to be close. Okay, she is not going to engage on there. Queen of Pain. Oh wow, Queen of Pain completely decimating the farm of Broodmother with taking out all of her broodlings there. Disruption there goes, and there goes the ult. Earthshaker is here though. He does not have Echo Slam. 19 seconds till then. Marana does pop the ult there to save her teammates. Queen of Pain is going to blink away and fight for another day there. Broodmother needs to back out of there because there is 3 heroes now in the mix.
Yeah, I also like the choice of Orchid on Broodmother because it's good against heroes like Ricky and Queen of Pain and Venomancer. It's a real good
Soul Burn
choice.
is just such a huge deal. Marana now getting she does have those phase boots, getting caught just a little bit there. Oh, silence goes on Marana. Oh, she does have enough for leap though. She is going to be able to leap away, run away, get that illusion rune. Queen of Pain is going to chase her down though. This is not going to be the smartest idea. Marana does know it. Here we go. Oh, she does use what did she just use? Wow, nice kill there by Marana. She doesn't have the backup of Chen, Shadow Demon, and a minion. Marana actually used. Oh, Ricky actually gets stunned.
Great arrow.
Great arrow. They do know he's there. There goes the Disputation, whatever.
Disruption.
Thank you.
From Shadow Demon is now Veno just barely gets away from Team Dire, the Team Rampage for Kill on Dire. Nightstalker, I don't know if you know, has picked up a Gem of True Strike. Gem of True Sight. There you go.
Oh, another arrow. Just barely misses. Now, I thought that the arrow was not supposed to stun stealth classes.
They seen him. They had vision because of.
Oh, they did have. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. You're right. I was. Yeah. I know it goes through stealth. I thought it wasn't supposed to stun, but as Tony did point out, they did have vision. I was not aware of that. Thank you for pointing that out for me. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for.
Let's look at the XP graph just a quick second here. It's been pretty much in favor of the Dire the whole game. Look at Broodmother's farm. Look at all those broodlings. Holy crap. scary. You know,
Yes.
the item count right now isn't bad. Marana's saving up for... I'm not sure what she's saving up. Is she just looking to buy a Manta Style straight up? I mean, she has 3.3k already. Her farm is ridiculous.
Yeah, she might be going situational. She might think she is. Depends on what they need. If she might go Manta Style, she might go Diffusal Blade. She might go. You know, she could go Orc. She could go Majonia if she needed, but I think she's probably gonna save up for that Manta. Or she could go straight MKB. You just never know. We're gonna see if Ricky's gonna try to pick her off, as he has his Diffusal Blade up.
Marana's going to have to be very careful, though. She does have her ult. It's going to be up in 5 seconds. She does have that arrow as well. So if Ricky is not careful, Ricky does not have a lot of HP. Marana having about 100 extra. Oh, but she is going to be caught by Queen of Pain and Ricky. This is going to be the death of Marana. Unfortunately, that was a very, very good gank there by Queen of Pain and Ricky. They just kind of waited for her to push a little bit too far. Ricky puts down that cloud, and she's not able to do anything. Plus the silence of Pain.
Yeah, the silence is now he picks up Cloud level 3, and he has about 600 gold in the bank as he took Neutrona off that killing spree she had. So good for Ricky, good gold game for Ricky. Is now Broodmother just continues to farm the enemy forest, just in their jungle.
Marana actually lost about 300 gold for that, so she is down quite a bit of gold there. Unfortunately, that'll kind of hurt her in the long run. But I feel that Night Stalker getting completely. Oh, and actually, no, that was Queen of Pain. Venomancer, those go off. Black Hole getting 1, 2, 3, 4 heroes in the mix there. Echo Slam does not go off. The silence is there. So wonderful silence there by Night Stalker, pretty much keeping Earthshaker out of the mix of the Black Hole. Chen, unfortunately, getting completely stuck in there. He is stealth, though, with Marana. He actually might be able to get away, and the rest of the team is going to mop up the rest of these creeps here. Chen trying... I'm not sure what Chen was trying to do. Chen...
He killed Venomancer. Yeah,
he did kill Venomancer.
Yeah, he decided to turn around and kill Venomancer, which cost him his life. I don't know if that was worth it, but...
Yeah, a 3-for-2 trade-off there. Queen of Pain getting ganked by pretty much almost the entire Rampage team, but Enigma catching almost all the heroes in the Black Hole and doing a lot of damage there. Earthshaker was not actually able to use his Echo Slam. Actually, no, I apologize. He used it, I believe, to finish off one of the heroes. It is on cooldown. Unfortunately, Enigma was silenced, and as well as Earthshaker was silenced as well by Void. So, or by Night Stalker, excuse me. Yeah,
so the Team eXe answers in the team fight, which is really good for them. They really needed to win the team fight, and it wasn't a full 5v5 on team fight. They did win the team fights. They did win.
Marana getting completely caught out of position again by Ricky. Oh, Shadow Demon goes in with the dispersion though. Unfortunately, Queen of Pain does go down to Night Stalker. Ricky trying to chase down Shadow Demon. I'm not sure if that's the smartest thing. He does have that Urn Charge on him, and he does have that poison, so Ricky is going to be able to go back into stealth. But that Urn Charge is going to slowly take away to him as well. The Diffusal Blade was finished. He does have level 1 Diffusal Blade. He is going to try and get Shadow Demon. He's going to try and wait for him. But Shadow Demon should be able to take out Ricky Mara, no problem. He does have a lot of his abilities. But he is going to get silenced, though. Oh, look at that backstab damage. Unfortunately, Ricky placed that Shadow pretty much at the exact position that he needed to.
Yeah, his ham trigger on that Shadow Fiend on that Shadow Demon just falls in about 4 or 5 swipes from Ricky. He's getting closer and closer to his BKB.
Broodmother still farming it up though. Her farm is insane. Let's see, she has, where's Broodmother? Gosh, she has 109 creep kills. Well, Ricky Marno does have 107, so he's catching up with her very, very quickly as well. You know, Marana's doing a good job as well at just kind of being the farmer and just kind of the initiator that she needs. Oh, arrow! Is this going to hit anyone? No, it is not going to hit anyone, unfortunately. Blind arrows are always nice, but usually do not work. And
usually, Rampage for a Kill does actually hit their blind arrows. As you remember last week, they hit a couple good blind arrows. As Marana decides to go for her Yasha, so she might be picking up that Manta style. She just follows the haste rune too.
Which, you know, the Manta style is just a really good kind of confusion tool as well as damage tool. If she's being focused on too much, she can pop that Manta style and just kind of have the enemy guess which one to actually go for. And she can also scout with those illusions as well if need be. Ricky Mara really trying to push this top tower as well. But Broodmother's still, again, just doing a really, really good job at keeping the bottom lane pretty much in the same place that it has been for the last 5 minutes or so. Oh, she does get dusted, galed, and stunned. Wow, lots of silences and stuns going there on Broodmother. Unfortunately, that did not end well for her. She overstayed her welcome. Enigma did get that kill, and he is going to be able to farm up a little bit more well now with that kill.
Yeah, as that's what they need. They need for that Broodmother to die, and they did kill that Broodmother. As a lot, yeah, as you said, a lot of stuff did go down.
I mean, that was a Fissure, a Silence, a Gale, and a stun from Enigma. So Broodmother just kind of sat there and took it. Unfortunately, there was nothing that she really could have done to get out of there. She was dusted, so she would not have been able to stealth either way, so they pretty much would have been able to chase her down. But they pretty much were kind of making sure that she was not doing. Night Stalker does have his BKB go. BKB, though. Say that 5 times fast. Holy crap. Wow. Venomancer does have the Arcane Boots. Looking at the rest of the hero's items, we see Earthshaker with Dust and Mana Boots, as well as just kind of a Magic Stick. Sticking with the heavy support items, Queen of Pain does have her Scepter, so that'll have her ult really increase the cooldown of her Sonic Wave, which does a lot of damage. Enigma having that Soul Ring, giving him extra mana. He also has Mechanism. Very different that you see in an Enigma with Mechanism, although Team EXE, you know, it's working for them, though. They're able to really just kind of play a lot of their heroes more the support role, and it seems to be working for them. They're doing a good job at giving Ricky pretty much all the farm that he needs. Marana is using that invisibility room, does get caught up by Queen of Pain.
As you see, Enigma with Phase Boots, that's the first time I've ever seen Enigma use Enigma pick up her Phase Boots, but EXE is known for doing things differently than everybody. As I want to point out that Rikamaru picks up his Mithril Hammer, so he's about 700, 800 away from his BKB, so that's good. As the pings go out, they're knowing what they want to do.
Oh,
here.
Night Stalker, that ult going on Night Stalker. Night Stalker popping the BKB. Actually, did not get ulted. Black Hole, though. Oh, catching 3 heroes in there. Oh, not good. There goes the stun there onto Earthshaker. Earthshaker, gonna go. No, Mechanism does save Earthshaker. Marana trying to get away. Ricky getting a double kill in that engagement there. Marana really trying to run away. She does have leap in about 10 seconds, but Queen of Pain is gonna be able to get it. No, Queen of Pain does not pick up the kill. Ricky does get the kill from her.
Yeah, great Black Hole by Enigma there, and great Queen of Pain off to follow. They could even claim a Roshan if they want right now, but it looks like they're going to go...
Oh, Broodmother. Broodmother not going to have a good day with all those rocks in her face. Yeah, this would be the perfect time for them to go Roshan. Pretty much all the heroes that are really that big of a threat are down. And I think they're either going to try and push the lane now because most of their team is down, or they're just going to try and get some extra farm, which they are really, really behind on farm, even though they win a lot of really good team fights, and that's really the key here in this game. You know, Rampage has a lot of good items, but they haven't been able to really hammer down on a good, solid team fight in a while. Enigma's gotten some really, really good black holes. Earthshaker's been doing a wonderful job with his fissures and really splitting up the team, and that's really what's hurting them right now.
Yeah, as it's kind of like Earthshaker and Enigma are basically ruling these team fights. Like, if you take a look at the Dire, they really don't have that great team fight presence. They have heroes that can solo kill. A lot of their heroes can solo kill, and Night Stalker, Marana, Broodmother, even Shadow Demon. They all have solo kill potential. And on the Radiant, they have team fight heroes like Enigma, Earthshaker, Queen of Pain, and Venomancer. And then
Marana getting caught with Ricky Maru, though. Look at that damage. That was a 3-shot there by Ricky Maru. He just has so much damage output right now. It's kind of ridiculous. He does have that BKB as well.
And he had the double damage rune as well. As I was saying, they have like that great team fight, and if someone gets away, Ricky can always just clean up.
Yeah, Ricky Maru just being such a good fleeing hero assassin, because he does have that backstab damage. Shadow Demon now picking up a Sage Mask. He doesn't have a lot of items. He's really being their ward guy.
Yeah,
from the looks of it. Chen now does have Mechanism as well for himself, as well as a Ring of Basilius and a Arcane Boots. Night Stalker again having that BKB. Does have that point booster, so he could be going into either a soul booster, possibly a scepter, or even if he wants to go for kicks and giggles, he even could go for a eye, which would be interesting to see a Night Stalker have, but that would give him an extra attack and movement speed debuff on the targets there. So,
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
going.
go ahead.
Yeah, he's probably gonna go for Scepter because if you pick up, Scepter, it gives him more AOE vision. So if he
Yeah.
picks up Scepter and grabs a gem, he could basically see SA from as many as his basic line of sight. So from where he's standing, he could probably see a good amount of area with that Scepter gem. So it's
And
good for him to see.
oh, smoke gank here from Team EXE. They're going to try and see if they can get a either a Roche gank or something. Oh, but Night Stalker getting completely cut out from the rest of his team. There goes that BKB to really make sure that nothing's going to actually happen to him. Enigma does catch only one person in that black hole though. Queen of Pain. There goes the Venomancer ult. Night Stalker still alive. BKB popped by Ricky Maru. Ricky Maru does get a monster kill, killing Night Stalker. And I believe he did just kill Shadow Demon as well. Yes, he did. Chasing down Marana is Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain got to be careful, though. Here comes the TP from Marana, and she is going to get away there. So a Chen actually gets killed by Queen of Pain from the looks of it. I believe I missed that. I apologize.
Yeah, and also that ES had a great stun on Night Stalker to separate him from the fight, but a questionable black hole. But I guess black hole at level 2 it doesn't have that long of a cooldown. He's gonna hit level 16 soon, so pretty good black hole to take out Night Stalker. But Night Stalker tanked a lot of that damage. He tanked a lot of it. He was staying alive.
I think that black hole was really just meant to take out Night Stalker. Night Stalker is a huge deal. Oh, Marana, not a good idea to flee. Oh, she does get saved there by Shadow Demon. The ult going on Ricky Maru as well, though. They're going to try and really repel this. They do get one barracks, unfortunately. That arrow not going to be hitting anyone that's as of use, unfortunately. Night Stalker is up. The rest of the team is up. Marana did get saved by Shadow Demon.
Yeah,
Earthshaker now having that Blink Dagger. Oh, Broodmother really catching Queen of Pain, though, at bottom, though. Actually, no, come to think of it, we didn't see Broodmother at all, and she's really trying to push the bottom lane here. And that'll really be helpful for Team Rampage because they need lanes pushed. They do not have any thing to really worry about top because both of their towers are still there. Mid is really the only one that's really pushed for them. Top tower for the Radiant is all the way pushed to tier 3, as well as the bottom. Mid still has tier 2. So if we look at tower-wise and like game-ending push-wise, the Dire is actually ahead by quite a large margin. They just need to really be able to win team fights to really kind of push effectively. They've really been having a hard time pushing. The Night Stalker gets shut down pretty quickly. Chen gets shut down pretty quickly, and Shadow Demon not really able to be all that of effective as he really should be because he's too busy saving his allies. Oh, Marana. Oh, this is going to be so messy, but Earthshaker does get dispersal. And unfortunately, Queen of Pain getting caught there as well as the Earthshaker. Venomancer does get arrowed there by Marana. Marana actually leaping out of there to not get the ulted by Venomancer. Venomancer living by the skin of his teeth. That was very close there.
Great mech by Enigma.
Chen is actually they're all invisible right now. Chen is here as well as Broodmother. So this is going to be a full-on 5 versus 5 team fight now. We have not seen this. Night Stalker does pick up the kill there by Venom. How often do you see a Venomancer? Oh no, Enigma just barely missing that arrow there. Night Stalker actually buys back into the game. How often do you see that? Look at his items as a Venomancer. That is ridiculous. So they're going to be really trying and force a team fight here. They really have to be careful, though. Enigma's ult is up as well as Earthshaker's ult is up as well. Venomancer's ult is on cooldown. Queen of Pain does have that regen rune that she did just bottle checking Roshan, so she really has to be careful.
Yeah, as you see now, they're just waiting. As Earthshaker has his Blink Dagger as well, so he can really initiate on and kill him. His ult is on cooldown. I mean, is off cooldown, so they're looking for a push now. Looks like they're going to push, probably claim the bot 1, bot 2 tower.
Yeah. Well, you know, they really need towers, though, because both top and bottom lanes are still on the Tier 1 towers. They need to push. Broodmother is going to be there for assistance. She does have her web down, so she will be able to be invisible. But if we look at the items here, I do not believe that any of the team has any dust. No. Ricky Morrow did just purchase Eagle Horn, so he's going to be going for that Butterfly, which will be very, very beneficial. Enigma getting his BKB, almost having enough money for it.
Yeah, it's Broodmother picked up her BKB and Neutrona finished her Manta style, so now it seems like they're about ready to team fight now. As Night Stalker just kind of 1500 off his scepter. But I think they need to pick up a gem. I think Night Stalker needs to pick up a gem here. Yeah,
Ricky Morrow has really done a good job at just really shutting down a lot of the kind of key team fight heroes. I mean, he's able to pretty much three-shot Mirana if he wanted to. Night Stalker is pretty tanky right now. He does have a lot of just kind of tanky items. That BKB keeps him alive a long time because, quite honestly, most of the damage coming out from Team eXe is all magic damage, besides Ricky Morrow and Earthshaker. Earthshaker does, well, no, Earthshaker does a lot of magical damage as well. But
yeah,
that BKB is the reason Night Stalker is actually able to survive so long.
Yeah, and Enigma picked up her BKB, and Queen of Pain also has a BKB with 1700 in her gold. So curious to see what she gets next.
Enigma just... Okay, never mind. I thought Enigma picked up a monkey bar for a second there, but I read it wrong. Enigma getting actually stunned. Shadow Demon actually getting stunned there, but he is going to go invis for... Gosh, that arrow almost hits Earthshaker and Enigma. That was very close. We're seeing a... okay, no, I thought it was going to be an engagement there, but nothing happened. Both teams really just... I'm not sure what they're doing. They're trying to bait each other. It's probably not the best place to engage for Team Rampage because we do see that black hole ready for Enigma, and if they're not careful, they'll be pretty much taken by surprise.
Yeah, as they just seem to want to fight each other, but want good position for each other.
Venomancer trying to get the team to follow him there. Enigma's ready with that black hole. Night Stalker, Night Stalker popping that BKB there. He is going to silence Void, their arrow actually hitting Roshan there, unfortunately. And we are seeing a lot of HP just kind of fly everywhere. Earthshaker does get taken down. Black Hole getting the entire Dire team in there. And that is a double kill for Enigma and a godlike killing spree for Ricky Maru. And this is going to be Roshan.
Yeah, it's a full team wipe for the Dire. They only lose the Earthshaker, which they got to be happy with. Is now they're going to claim Roshan and maybe even the Rex here. So.
Well, good. You know, what really did it was Venomancer pretty much was like, you know what, I'm just going to bait them in, and unfortunately Rampage fell for it. They really tried to get Venomancer, they didn't want his ult to go off, and unfortunately the Dire team was really caught in a position at the steps and really got just kind of screwed by that black hole.
Yeah, as we see the Radiant showing their gold advantage. This is Queen of Pain picks up a Mystic Staff, so she's going to go for Sheep now. They're showing their gold advantage, they're showing their XP advantage. Right around the 28-minute mark, that's when things start to go the way of the Radiant. So that's when they start to make their comeback, really.
Night Stalker popping that Darkness ult, actually, and trying to get a little bit extra damage in there to take care of some of these creep waves. Because they do not want the Radiant to really push mid any more than they already have.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard, but it's not like the Dire cannot come back from this. But it's gonna be hard for them. I mean, they're at a disadvantage now as Ricky keeps getting farmed as he now has his Butterfly and an Aegis, and he might upgrade his level 2 Diffuser Blaze. We see even Venomancer having farm, picking himself up a Vanguard. So, yeah, you know, you could tell the game's going good for you when you're a Venomancer with a Vanguard. That's all I have to say. But
yeah, Venomancer actually playing a key role in here. He's done a wonderful job at really getting those Gales off and knowing when to use his ultimate. That arrow just barely missing Enigma there, unfortunately. Did not get a stun there. Night Stalker trying to pick off a target, but with 3 of them there, that would not be a good idea. They're going to try and defend this top tower here. Earthshaker did just use his Fissure. Here comes a TP in there for Shadow Demon. RJK is going to blink away, but Night Stalker will be able to chase him down there. He does have those phase boots, and he does have the speed increase from Night. They're really trying to find him. Here comes the slow there from Night Stalker and the silence. RJK is going to go down, unfortunately.
Yeah, but as they do this, a bomb's getting pushed. And I want to say also, as we're giving praise to Veno, he also has good ults. His ult has hit more than 3 people each time he's ulted in the team fight, so that's always good. That's what you want Veno to do, is he just continues to put up wards. Now they're going to pressure the bottom lane. They have no ES, but they still have Black Hole. Black Hole's actually
that Gale just misses almost all the heroes there, unfortunately. Broodmother eating most of it. Mirana really trying to chase down. She does use that ult. Venomancer and Enigma are going to have to be really careful. Here comes Queen of Pain, though. They do have backup. There goes the Starfall. Oh, Venomancer actually getting a wonderful ult there, hitting Night Stalker as well as Mirana. Unfortunately, Venomancer going to take the fall for that one. Ricky Morrow trying to chase down Chen. Oh, I feel that he really overextended himself. He does have BKB, though. He is going to be able to teleport out, and wonderful job there by Ricky Morrow using that BKB and the teleport there to really get out and not be affected by any of those spells.
Yeah, good BKB TP from Ricky as he goes ahead and picks up his 2nd level Diffuser Blade. But a good team fight from the Dire, showing that they can still fight. They wanted to prove to eXe, you know, we're not out of this game, as they do take a team fight. They were the better ends of that team fight as they took out RJK and then basically team wiped with no deaths. As you see drawing on the map is Rami telling them, let's focus on this area now. We have to get that tier 3 tower down so they don't have it, so we can pressure their base more and more. As now Chen picks up a Ghost Scepter, so that's good. He's going to be able to stay alive longer in fights from their physical DPS, but the magical DPS might just kill him off by itself, as you know, Ghost Scepter gives you more weakness towards magical damage, but still good in stats. It gives you +7 to all attributes, so still good. As we see Night Stalker now farming up top, he has 2,800 gold, so he's about 200 gold away from the Scepter, but he might save for buyback and just buy, you know, his Scepter piece by piece, but that's just, as Broodmother is now going to go down on the bottom lane.
Oh, not good. BKB is about to wear off, though. He has about 1 second to try and live here. Oh, is she actually going to get away? That she might actually be able to get away and get back into that stealth there. She does. Broodmother limping away. Oh, teleporting. This is going to be close. They do not go the right way. Venomancer just barely catches Broodmother, and unfortunately not going to be able to do anything about there. So Broodmother, wonderful kind of evasion tactics there by the Giant Spider.
A little bit of lag here, but good plays by the Broodmother, really eluding the other team and being able to TP away.
Yeah, Mirana actually now having the Gem of True Sight. Her mana style is complete. I expect her to save for more of a stun item. I would like her to see maybe go Monkey Bar or possibly the Desolator to try and rip through some of the armor. But you never know. She is almost maxed out on her usefulness item. She can sell her Wraith Band. That's pretty much the last item that she'll be able to fill up in that slot.
Yeah, as we see now, they're just farming in the forest, trying to get some more farms. As now we see Night Stalker does go ahead and pick up his Scepter, so his Scepter is finished. So look at the vision that he gets from his Scepter. He just show you that all the vision he gets from that Scepter is just crazy.
Well, yeah, with his Scepter, he's pretty much able to see as far as he would in daytime, and he's not obstructed by any of the normal pathing that you would actually be obstructed by. So he can see through the trees and whatnot, and he can see top and bottom when he's on the river and the lanes. So keep that in mind. His Scepter, that Scepter is going to be a kind of a huge deal for him. It's going to really kind of allow him to see the entire team where they're going to be. We are seeing a smoke gank here from the Dire team, but unfortunately they're not going to see anybody. The entire teams are literally on the opposite sides of the map.
Yeah, as you know, they're kind of baiting the Broodmother because they've seen that the last couple times the Team eXe has gone after the Broodmother. They're trying to kill him. As now they're looking to push top now. They're trying to counter wards and see if there's wards up there, but there's Sam has nice moves. Just goes ahead and blinks up there with the gem to see if there's anything else. Now he has a gem for Broodmother, so that would be
Night Stalker taking the gem from Mirana. So Mirana really trying to open up the item slots for herself because she is going to need a lot more items to be effective. And wow, that Queen of Pain actually almost getting stunned. Look at all those spiderlings from Broodmother. Holy crap, it's an army of spiders. That is scary.
Yeah, but one Queen of Pain ult will clear all those up. As like I said earlier, that now the Night Stalker has the gem, so his vision of SA, he can see SA on this cliff right now, basically. He knows where that ES is.
Oh, RJK getting off that actual Echo Slam there, but a huge black hole by Enigma, catching all four. Murata actually is able to live out of there. Unfortunately, Ninestalker doing a good job at tanking a lot of that damage, but just going down there. Ricky Morrow just doing a wonderful job at keeping all the heroes silenced in that cloud. That black hole could not have been any better. Little bit of friendly trash talk going by the teams. Oh, but man, that black hole was perfect. It got everyone but Murata in that black hole. Pretty much Ricky saw the opportunity to drop his smoke there. The reason he did that was once all the heroes came out of black hole, they would not be able to do anything else. They pretty much just had to rely on auto attack damage until that cloud was actually done. So yeah, unfortunately, they were not able to do anything and just kind of stood there and died.
Yeah, they pretty much had to just sit there and take it after the black hole game was done. And as we see, Satcher is calling good game and go next. So that's game one for you guys.
That is going to be game one, guys. So Team eXe takes that with a 32 to 23 kill lead. But again, this game was a lot more on the team battles and a lot more on a lot of just kind of where each team was. Both teams did a very, very good job, and we will see you guys in